we've put it off since Monday, but there's just no waiting any further. We've got to deal with the lead paint room. So Andy's just putting some dinner in the slow cooker, and then we are going in hard. So we're going to try a few different things. We're going to do some test sites around the house just to see if other parts of the house, the paint will come off without the stripper, if it'll come off just with the heat gun or just with the scraper. We'll see. So yeah, I don't know what you're about to see any more than you do. So let's find out together. We're going to do a test patch. We'll see how this goes. Well, at least for this very specific wall, where there's only one coat of paint over the cement render, I think it'll come off. So we should be able to just do this corner with that. So let's test this wall as well.
Yeah, and that bodes well for my office as well, because yeah, it's more than one colour here by the look of it.
This wall less so because there's so many layers, so we're going to have to get through those layers, but at least that corner should be okay. Let's just test this insane wall behind us. Who even knows how many kinds of paint this is?
I think the answer is...
It's a maybe, because the thing is, like, what we save in the toxic stuff we'll spend in electricity. So it might be worth at least putting one coat of the stuff on this. But because it's so squidgy, I think it'll come up really fast. To get this wallpaper down.
Yes, we'll take the actual wallpaper stripper, which...
At 2 o'clock, when energy is free today from Octopus, we'll do the highly energy intensive stuff on this wall. And strip the wallpaper.
Sounds good.
So fun. As a millennial, my husband is much less risk averse than I am. Being Gen X and therefore raised by wolves, what I'm about to do, no big thing. Well, we're either about to see something brilliant or my untimely death. Trying to trust the process. It says it can take up to 150 kilograms. It's not a cheap ladder. I believe in it.
Right, why are you setting your alarm for 2 o'clock instead of 4
Because I'm not that bright. You've met me.
You are, well, I wouldn't have married you. That's my perennial point.
It's a giant friend over here. Go away. Yeah, keep going, buddy. I'm not interested. That was a very sweaty hour 45, as Andy says. Want to see the mess? I was going to say we don't mess around, but clearly mess is the watchword of the day. So, yeah, my goodness. Might take a wee break for a freezer pop before we go back in there and see how the stripper's doing. Tedious. You've just missed the sound of Andy dealing with an apparent invasion, vacuuming flies up that have come in the kitchen while we had all the doors. I waited just a minute too long, but it's apparently a real battle in there. I'll admit, I thought he might be exaggerating when he said there was a plague of flies in here. There was not a single fly in here when we started our work. Now, they're freaking everywhere. No idea where they have come from. So that's super fun. Ugh.
And that's it for my laziness quotient for the day. I mean, that said, it's not too lazy. Like, between me and Tanya and getting in the good scraper, this apparently just made everything I did in the slow-mo bit completely pointless, because it just blitzed through all of that. But yes, now I better have a look at sorting out this lot. Oh, never done. Right, now where did I leave? Here we go. We're ready for a format screw yet? Apparently not. Although next time I should remember to get the camera out for the literal biblical plague of flies we had in the kitchen and basically all downstairs. So, yeah. It's a bit cleaner. Tanya's doing her wrap up upstairs apparently. And what's going on up there?
Well, once again, we are bordering up against antisocial hours. So while I didn't get quite as much in here done as I had hoped for the day, we did get a ton done in the hallway, and really, all of the actual wallpaper is gone. It's just the ceiling wallpaper that's really challenging to get off, and we're not quite sure how we're going to do that. It's a bit precarious at best, but that's a problem for another day.
There won't be many videos this week because we're away for a couple of days and then doing some house sitting. But we're having a long 4-dayer next weekend to really try to make a dent. Who knows what we'll get up to? Stay tuned.